Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents where we talk about the SmackDown Ring Report. Coming up on the SmackDown Ring Report, we talk about Roman Reigns. Why is the Usos present him the crown of WWE? Is Roman Reigns now the official king of WWE? As he had that battle with King Woods. King Woods valiantly tried to fight for retribution from Kofi Kingston. It was a stipulation that many people didn't see coming as Roman Reigns and King Woods had their battle. But did Roman Reigns end up victorious, or did King Woods end up victorious over Roman Reigns, trying to make Roman Reigns bow? We'll talk about that. Also, two implications for Survivor Series. Survivor Series implications going on. Jeff Hardy battles Sami Zayn for Survivor Series implications, as well as this the women's SmackDown team having chaos within the team. They battle each other out, and there's a lot of implications for Survivor Series coming forward. All this and more when the Pro Wrestling Show starts right after this. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing on the Pro Wrestling Show. As we get to the SmackDown Ring Report, SmackDown was indeed jumping this past yesterday, and what SmackDown was. SmackDown kicked off with the women's team. As many of you might know, that at Survivor Series, we had found out that a lot of the women, we know Sasha Banks, we know Chauncey Blackheart, Shayna Baszler, Natalia. All these women are part of Survivor Series. Even the up and coming Aaliyah is part of the Survivor Series, and they'll be in that sensational Survivor Series card coming up. But they'll have their match against Team Raw's Survivor Series. You can tell led by Bianca Belair with Rhea Ripley, the women's one half of the women's tag team champions, Liv Morgan, the number one contender for the Raw Women's title, Carmella and Queen Zelina. So this Survivor Series team is heating up, but they're not interacting with each other. I don't know how they're gonna do that. They're gonna have to do it by the end of the week or what. Well, the women decided to put on the show and try to fight amongst each other, and that led to a tag team match of a 6-woman tag team match where Sasha Banks, Naomi, and Aaliyah took on Natalia, Shayna Baszler, and Chauncey Blackheart. Now we know Naomi, who been part of Survivor Series the past year, was shut off this year, but she wanted a piece of WWE official Sonya Deville, and that didn't happen to fruition. Well, Aaliyah taking down Natalia with that press, but Aaliyah picking up the upset and pinning Natalia to get the 1, 2, 3. So Aaliyah put herself in contention to say that she's ready for Survivor Series more ways than one. Well, all we found out that Sonya Deville decided to put a kibosh to it, and now Leah is no longer a part of Survivor Series for the women. We don't know what they're gonna lead to. What mystery woman will it lead to? Will Naomi get the shot or what? We just don't know. We have to only find out to see. Speaking of more Survivor Series implications, as well as Sami Zayn tried to poke fun of Jeff Hardy, and Jeff Hardy said, "Okay." Well, Sami Zayn and Jeff Hardy had their match. Zayn tried to take Jeff Hardy down and stuff, and Jeff Hardy counteracted, and Sami Zayn is no longer part of Team SmackDown to take on Team Raw. So Sami Zayn officially out of Team SmackDown. I don't know why he was placed in the beginning, so we just don't know how that be. So time will tell. Also, too, Los Lotharios, who's getting a major push, they could be future tag team champions. Mark my word. Angel Garza and Hector Alberto Carrillo. They took on the team of Shinsuke Nakamura and the Intercontinental Champion, and Rick Ball is his hype man, a one-on-one in a tag team match. Angel Garza looking impressive, and Alberto Carrillo looking impressive. Alberto Carrillo was missing something. He was missing aggression. He was missing charisma, and I guess with being with his cousin kind of helped him with that, and kind of helped lead the pack and help lead that going forward. So we could see Angel and then Los Guerrero pinch Shinsuke Nakamura. Would they be one of them would be in line for an Intercontinental Championship match? Only time will tell on that. But Los Lotharios pick up the win. Also, too, women's champion Charlotte Flair addresses her concerns that she will meet her one-time friend and now enemy. What they call us, her frenemies or something. Charlotte Flair will meet um Becky Lynch for champion versus champion. Charlotte will represent SmackDown and Becky will represent Raw. And she dressed Becky Lynch as nobody and saying that Becky Lynch doesn't know who she is and stuff. So it's kind of getting to that point now and stuff. So Charlotte Flair got interrupted by the returning Tony Storm. Tony Storm hasn't been seen in a long time. Tony Storm could be in contention for the SmackDown Women's title coming forward after we thought Sasha Banks was going to challenge Charlotte, but Sasha got her own problems with Shotzi trying to build her up. So I think Tony Storm is going to get built up by Charlotte to have amazing matches. So we'll see as this progresses and stuff like that. So also too, finally was the main event. The main event was if King Woods um put an order out on Roman Reigns that if he beat Roman Reigns must bow down to him. Roman Reigns put another order out that if King Woods saw Jeff Hardy with that one time, amazing. If Roman Reigns win, King Woods must bow down to him. Well, it was a battle of words between the two. King Woods went. We see Roman going after King Woods, battling him, taking him down early, even doing that halfway neurology and stuff. Roman Reigns been a dominant champion for almost for a year and going strong. And you see right, Roman Reigns applying the pressure to King Woods. King Woods with that. But at the end, the Usos came in out of nowhere and did try to take the steel steps into King Woods into the backside. King Woods tried to put in another fight valiantly, but at the end, King Woods couldn't which test Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns wins the match, wins and pronounced or King Woods won, but Roman Reigns now proclaimed himself as the new king of WWE, and we don't know how this is gonna go forward. Him being the head of the table and now the new king of WWE, and how all this is gonna play out with Roman Reigns and the Usos dominating SmackDown, the Bloodline. They say they are the ones, and they might be the ones indeed showing their dominance. And Roman Reigns showing that how dominant he is as a strong world champion heading forward. So, all right, that ends the SmackDown Ring Report. Thank you all for watching this edition of SmackDown, and we've been watching like everybody else. So, for me being Kendrick Dick saying so long, and we'll see you next week for another edition of Pro Wrestling Show.